Welcome to the Black and Gold No Filter. And I'm JP. Still a nation, still a nation, still a nation. How do you feel today after that game? I know a win is a win, but honestly, how do you feel about that game? Because me myself, right after the game, there was the frustration, a little bit of anger, and just disappointed of the performance. But after watching the game over, um, there were some positives in this game because the defense stepped up today. They came to play. They forced 5 turnovers, and that's the only reason we won this game. The only reason. We should have lost 40 something to 14. But like I said, a win is a win. So let's get right into it. For the second straight week, um, we started out. We started out and we looked like an NFL offense. I thought we were in control of the game. But then I don't know. Is it play calling? Is it the players? Because it seemed like we got complacent. And I know that's Mike Tomlin. He likes to get a lead and then just take the air out of the ball. But that almost came back to bite us in the butt. When are we going to get this aggressive attacking mentality to where we put a team away? Why do we then result to okay, run, pass? Run on first down, lose 2 yards, now 2nd and 12. Throw the little screen on first down, lose 2 to 3 yards. Now it's 2nd and 12, 2nd and 13. Why are we fighting ourselves? That that's irritating. Point blank, it's just irritating to watch us play that way. And I know Mike Tomlin has a great record of sucking the air out of the ball, but we have to evolve sometime, don't we? New coaching strategies, new play calls. I think in that game, I saw us throw the ball to the line of scrimmage at least 15 times. I could be off a few, but at least 15 times. We paid DK Metcalf $30 million to throw the ball to the line of scrimmage. We don't attack. The middle of the field is off limits. And granted, Aaron doesn't have a lot of time to throw. As soon as the ball is hiked, he's under pressure. But the offensive line did better this today. They did better this week. I got to give it to him. He wasn't sacked, but he was hit a lot. And that's the part we got to just get rid of. Aaron Rodgers taking hits at 41 years old. That's just crazy. It's just crazy. We got to get this line some help, whether it's chip and release for the line for the tight ends and the running backs, or double teaming. We got to find a way to give these receivers an opportunity to catch the ball downfield. It's only like we have two sets of plays. One, the quick screen or the check down, or a long drawn out play that never gets to go nowhere because it's too much pressure. There's no protection for Aaron Rodgers. And you keep hearing people say, "Oh, Aaron threw an interception. Aaron got happy feet." The man's 41 years old, people. It's up to your offensive coordinator and your head coach to devise a plan to keep him from getting hit. I hear Mike Tomlin say, oh, that's part of football, taking hits. But those are unnecessary hits. There's ways to protect, max protect. Like I said, double team, chip before you go out. I've seen TJ triple teamed. It can be done. It's done every week. We can't keep acting like those guys on the other side of that ball don't play for money. They're very good at what they do too. They earn their checks. We got to find a way to get better protection at the line of scrimmage. Now, we started off, there were a couple small lanes for Jaylen Warren to run through. But thank God Jaylen Warren is a beast. He's starting to look like he's one of the best players on this football team. He runs hard. He fights for extra yards. He's explosive. He catches the ball out of the backfield. We got to give him some help, though. Because we bought Jonnu Smith. And we got big Darnell Washington. And we got Pat Freiermuth, who should be controlling the middle of the field. DK gets double teamed. And what's left? Calvin Austin gets a couple passes. I don't think nobody on this team has caught 8 passes, 10 passes in a game. And you can't say it's because we're running the ball. Something has to change. Is it the scheme? Is it the player's ability? Is it effort? I think it's a little bit of all of them, but we're going to get into the coaching part because the coaching part is just atrocious. It's just atrocious. The play calling is vanilla. There's no creativity. I thought the offensive coordinator's job was to scheme guys open. Our receivers don't get to use a full route tree. And I think that's one of I know Pickens had a bad day yesterday, but Pickens, that was one of his complaints. You don't get to use a route tree. And why is it we keep using this screen? They're just sitting on it. We get a dude to get open every once in a while. Dodge, he makes one man miss and he gets up a little bit. But that for years, Pittsburgh has got into predictability. And defenses know what you're going to do and they sit on it. But we continue to feed into it. We continue to feed into it. You're telling me the 3 tight ends that I named, DK Metcalf and Calvin Austin, all athletic. The tight ends are big. DK is big. Austin, speed. That we can't beat more people on quick slants. Where's the hook route? Comeback routes. I'm flabbergasted that we don't throw the ball 10 yards downfield consistently. We don't put pressure on them. They know you. If they know you're only going to throw the ball 5 yards, they're going to sit on it. Double move, hit somebody over the top. Even if you overthrow them, you just show them the threat of we're going to go deep. And we're going to keep going deep consistently. You got to get these safeties to back up. The linebackers not to be running downhill every time we hand the ball off. Something's got to change with that. Something's got to change with that. We've been watching that for years. We've been watching it for years. And like I said, We've even had players from other teams say, we know what they're going to do. They're predictable. Something has to change. That was a ugly win, and a win is a win, yes. But there's a thing called fool's gold. And yes, that game was fool's gold, because if we think that win makes us any better, it don't, because that gives them that false sense of security. We just hang around, but we're not even playing talented teams yet. We do that against Baltimore, we're in trouble. We do that against Green Bay, we're in trouble. All these games are coming up. Something has to right this ship quick. And don't get me wrong, I'm just venting right now, but because there is some good. Cam Hayward showed up yesterday. TJ showed up yesterday. Eccles played a good game. Still too many guys wide open. Too many teams are just playing pitch and catch against us. This defense has to find some stickiness, bump and run. We have to do something. Guys are just running to empty spots and the ball's being delivered. The corners are playing 9 yards off of the receiver. They just run to an open patch of grass. The corners are only protecting a patch of grass. There's no stickiness to it. A guy comes by him and he releases, and he's just got that wide open space. So if there's no pressure, they're going to hit the third down rate efficiency yesterday was incredible. Their third down efficiency was incredible. Just like their fourth down. The fourth down, 4 or 5, we stopped them on the last one. I really don't know what to say. Like I said, the scheme has to get better. The offensive scheme, the defensive scheme has to get better. Special teams were better. Let's talk about a little bit about the defensive front seven. We had Harmon. He came back yesterday. Harmon put in some work, got him a sack. But like I said, Cam Hayward and TJ came to play. They came to play. Ramsey was quiet. I don't know is the reason we can say he was quiet because he was doing his job, or they just weren't throwing his way. But overall, you got to give the defense their due. I hope this is a springboard to what's to see and what's to come. We still have to get some injured players back. But all in all, we have to say touche to the defense, because without the defense, we wouldn't be here today. They forced four fumbles and 1 interception. Got their hands on some batted balls. The first quarter, the defense came out with energy, with purpose. They were running to the ball. We were getting hats on the runners. The offense just fell off for whatever reason. I think going forward, we got a game next week. We're going to Ireland. We shore up this play calling, and if something has to change with these corners, we need stickiness. We need the corners to be as physical and as sticky as they can be going on, from here on out. This loose zone, that's not working. The linebackers played a decent game. I won't say they were great. Holcomb playing more was a good thing. Keno splitting time was a good thing. And Pittsburgh has to start putting guys in positions where they're supposed to be or where they're better, where their fit is. They're good for like putting Keno Benton at a nose tackle. He's not a nose tackle. Last year, putting Broderick Jones over on the right side. You stunned his growth. We like to go out and plug in all these C players. I won't even call them B players. Offensive line. We like plugging these, go and get B players. Eventually, you're going to have to pay some money and get you a left tackle. Maybe Fautano will grow into a good right tackle. But why are we sitting on all this money? Because are we waiting until the deadline, trade deadline, to go out and get somebody? And I'm not saying that Calvin Austin and them boys can't get it done, but this offense is stagnant. They're standing in mud. The guys that we have, they're not getting the opportunity to perform. I just want to see something different. I want to see something different. Because now Tomlin's going to rely on this defense. He wins the toss next week. He probably put him out there first again. But I don't know. We're going to take this win. We're 2-1. We're 2-1. And like I said, we're going to get some people back this week, next week. And we'll see where we go from there. Like I said, we're going to Ireland next week. Was it Minnesota? Those corners better be ready. And why? Can I add this? Why don't we ever double team the other team's best receiver? Why, when they're having a great day, they just having a great day? You know, Cincinnati. I remember Cincinnati, Buffalo, all those games last year. And then this year, Cooper Kupp last week. What is it? JSN last week. These guys just have a good day. They're having a great day because we don't make the adjustment to shut down their best player like they do DK, like they do TJ. We see it every week. I ain't saying be a copycat, but can you just take a little bit of that and incorporate it into our game plan? But I'm not even going to get into the stats of this. This game was just totally ugly. We got the win. We're going to move on to the Minnesota game. And hopefully this is a corner for us to turn. We pull this game from the jaws of. So maybe we got something going. But yeah, guys, hit that like, hit that subscribe. And I'll see you back here for the Minnesota game. All right. This is Black and Gold, no filter. And I'm JP.